All right, so now we want to be able to delete a technician. One thing I noticed is that I'm just getting a warning that in tech list model use state is defined but never used, and we're not going to use it. So let's go to tech list modal and just get rid of the use state hook here. Okay, and then to delete, we're going to go to our tech. Actually, let's start with the action. So tech actions. And let's see, let's just copy get text. And we'll put this right here. All right, so this is going to be delete tech. And it's going to take in an ID, so we know which one to delete. And then down here, we don't need to actually put this into a variable. We just want to call await, and we also don't need this. What we do need to do is add in an object here and say method. Set that to delete. All right, and then we'll go ahead and dispatch delete tech, and we're going to send the ID as the payload. So let's save that. Let's go to our reducer. And inside the reducer, we'll go right here. Say case delete tech, and we want to return state. Okay, so we want to set text, and what we'll do is filter through. So state.text will give us the current array, and then we're going to filter and say for each tech. We want to filter out where the tech ID is not equal to the action dot payload, which is the ID that we want to delete. All right, and then we also want to set loading to false. So let's save that. Now we need to implement that inside of the tech item. That's where the delete button is, which is right here. So inside tech item, let's bring in connect. We already got prop types. Let's also bring in the action. Delete tech. Okay, and then we're going to add delete tech as a prop. And then let's go down here. Let's add delete tech as a prop type. And then down here, let's implement connect. We're not getting anything from the state, so null. And delete tech, and let's wrap this. Okay, so all we need to do now is add an on-click to this link right here. And in this on-click, we're just going to run, let's do an arrow, and then we're going to run delete tech, and we're going to pass in the ID. And we're able to get the ID from, oh, it's going to be tech ID. You know what, let's see how we're using tech.firstname. We could just pull out first name. It's up to you if you want to do this stuff, but I like to destructure as much as possible. So we'll pull out that. We'll pull out the ID as well. And then here we can just say last name, first name, and then pass in the ID. So let's save that, and let's see if it works. Actually, you know what? Let's do a message when we delete as well. So I'm going to copy from, let's see, where did I use a message? From add log modal, I'm just going to copy this import m materialize and bring that in. And we'll go ahead and just copy a message like that. Okay, so in order to do this, though, we're not going to call it directly. What we'll do is, it's up to you if you want to do this. You don't have to show a message, but I think it's I think it's a nice UI feature to just say, you know, the technician has been deleted. So let's create an on delete. And this will take, actually we don't need to pass anything in. And then we're gonna run the delete tech and pass in the ID. Okay, delete tech. Both of these are coming from props. And then after that, we'll go ahead and say a message. And yeah, I don't know, we'll just say tech delete, technician deleted. Okay, and then down here, instead of calling this directly, we can simply just put in on delete. All right, let's try that. So we'll go to this top green icon here, and let's delete Jill Smith. Okay, technician deleted. Good. So if I reload and we go to our list, okay, so it didn't delete them. It did from the UI, but not from the backend. So I must have made a mistake in actions. And the mistake is I didn't pass the ID in. So it doesn't know which to delete. So let's use backticks here. And let's say slash and then ID. All right, and hopefully you understand why it deleted from the UI. It's because it still called the action, it still dispatched here and sent the ID, and then in the reducer, it went ahead and just basically filtered out that from our state, okay? But it didn't actually update the back end. That's why when we reload, it's still there. So it should work now. So let's delete Jill and Greg. And now if I reload and I go here, now they're gone, okay? They're gone from the back end, they're gone from the select list, and that's that. So that's going to be it for this application. Now, if you want to create the actual back end, if you don't want to use JSON Server, everything that we learned in the Contact Keeper app where we built the Express MongoDB backend, you could easily build this. You know, just create a logs model and a technicians model and create your routes and then interact with MongoDB. That might be a nice little you know, addition to this project. And then you could deploy it, because we're not going to deploy it where we're using JSON Server as our backend. So I think that's it. So I might add another project to the course. I'm not sure. So there might be more videos after this. If there's not, thank you. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you purchasing the course and you making it all the way through. That means a lot. So thanks, and hopefully I'll see you in the next course.